Hello guys and welcome back to a brand new Ursina video. And in today's video I'm gonna be making a bit of optimizations to our game right there. So first I want to be talking about some of the things that I've got new on the list right there. So first of all, we want to be able to destroy the terrain. We want to be adding more structures into our world, and we're gonna be adding a simple sky. So these are some of the new things that we want to do in maybe later on. Um, Now about the terrain generation, it is so complex, and I really didn't find a way yet, but hopefully I will find a way later on. And so yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So I want to start off by mentioning that. Sorry, let me just delete that. Yeah, so I was just testing out something, and you can just add a simple sky by saying window dot color equals color dot RGB like this, and then just brackets, and then you want to get the RGB of the cyan color. So let's go ahead and do that. So just a second. uh, there we go. Cyan RGB number. Let's go ahead and search for that. Okay, so we've got this RGB value right there. Uh, so let's go ahead and try that. I think we need to modify it because I tried it last time and it needed a bit of modification. Let's go ahead and try that out. So we'll put in this and let's go ahead and run the program. Yeah, so as I told you, it definitely needs modification because this, yeah, that really doesn't look like a sky color. Yeah, okay, so I don't know, I've got a bit of issues right there. Uh, oh, okay, I don't know who did this, but anyways, let's go ahead and run that program again. Okay, everything's working again. I don't know why this happened right now. I don't know who changed it, but it just did. Okay, so that color is a bit too light. We want a bit of a darker blue, so I think I needed to modify this value. Yeah, so from the first try. Okay, so I got it right from the first try. As you can see, we have got sky color. Now you can play with the values as much as you want until you get the value that you want. Um, but yeah, so and I've just realized actually we can't destroy any block currently. So that's definitely on our list. Yeah, let's do that. So destroying blocks. I've actually completely forgot about that. So yeah, so now we have it on our list right there. So we've added a simple sky. That's out of the way. And now let's go ahead and focus on destroying the blocks. So first of all, I've got a bit of a better way to build. Don't really, I'm not really sure if it's accurate, but it will help us destroy the blocks. It will help us create the depth, and it will help us being able to destroy the terrain and any structures actually, not just trees, which is good. So what we want to do is we want to create a completely new entity when we right click the mouse, and we want to even remove the frame. So this is a solution that I came up with. So you could just say block equals an entity like that. Copy this, or actually just cut that. We don't need the frame anymore. And then we're gonna go down to the right mouse up, and we're gonna say, I'll just keep it E. Let's keep the variable E, and just like that. We don't want it to be a frame text. We just want to remove that texture. And we're gonna say model none. Now, if it's a minute right there, it's a little bit laggy. Okay, there we go. Finally, model equals none. When we build, we want to set it to grass model, and we're going to have all of this. So we're going to create an entity. When we right click, we're going to create an entity, and then we're going to go ahead and actually do another thing. So e dot position equals, and then we're going to go down. Remember when we defined our frame position, we're going to go ahead and take that, cut that, and put that up right over here. Just like that. And I'm going to change everything to E. So remember, we're removing the frame completely. There we go. And I'll probably want to change that to 3. Make sure you floor it, or otherwise it won't really work. Okay, wait. Yeah, there we go. So so now when we right mouse up, we create an entity, we have it model on, we give it a collider, and then when we right click, we give it a model, grass model. We give it a texture of whatever the block type is. We give it a position, which is the cursor, or like a bit far from the cursor, or like just you would normally build, and we're just modifying the Y position, just like earlier. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to not only, okay, so first let's go ahead and make the cursor visible. So by commenting this out, we can make it visible and test out if it's actually working. So okay, it is working. As you can see, the building is not accurate. It's not really accurate. Like you have to get it at the center of the block to build. It's not accurate at all, actually. But it will do for the moment. So yeah. Maybe we'll make it a bit further. So when we floor it, the game acts as if it's grid. So if we go ahead and try and place a block here, okay, that works. If we go ahead and place a block here, as you can see, because we're not exactly in the middle pixel, it gets it down now. I think I have a solution to that, but we'll do it later on because it's a little bit complex and just don't care about. Okay, yeah, it doesn't have a collider somehow. Yeah, that's a bit weird. So let's go ahead and actually change that. So give it a collider of mesh. And we could remove that right now. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay. Okay, yeah, so I think I know what's happening right there. I think because only when we right click, the collider is there. Otherwise, it's not there. Yeah, that's just what's happening. So, what we want to do right now is, okay, let me just take a second to think about it. Yeah, okay, so I've literally just thought about it, and it's actually not because we're like just try clicking. It's because we're not giving a model at the beginning. So if we give it the grass model right there, and then run the program, and then try to build, as you can see, we've got the texture. That's because the beginning of the model is none, so it doesn't set a texture until we change it to grass model. So yeah, this is how you basically do that. So let's go ahead and remove the destroying blocks out of our list. Or no, sorry, no, we still didn't do that. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Oops, yeah. So again, we're gonna say if key equals left mouse up, and by the way, you can actually set the keys to whatever you want. I'm just gonna go with the default Minecraft keys, right and left mouse. And what we want to do is we're gonna start by Actually, we really don't need anything. All we have to do is say is assign E to mouse. I think it was mouse dot hovered underscore entity. Hopefully, I've got that right. I don't think it's an underscore. I think it's a dot. Let's go ahead and try this out. First, we're gonna say destroy E. Does that work? No. Okay. So yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I think I've got that wrong. Let me just go ahead and see my paired code to mouse.hover underscore entity. Yeah, okay, so my first decision was right. Underscore entity. Let's try that out. There we go. And we can destroy the terrain too, as you can see. But the problem is that if I look at the air, oops, not like that. I look at the air. Oh, okay. Actually, the bug is not there anymore. I did not expect that. Okay. We can't destroy the leaves though. I don't know why, but we can destroy the trees. Now, this is a very boring destroy, especially the terrain. We have that bug where if I destroy something, it follows us. Whatever is destroyed actually follows us. So, what we want to do is we're going to say we don't want to destroy that. We're going to say e dot position minus equals 1. So it's subtracting the position by 1. And hopefully, okay, we can't destroy the terrain anymore. Let's see about the trees. Okay, that's a bit weird. We don't want to change the position, sorry. We want to change dot y. Yeah, okay, so that's exactly what's happening. Okay, let's see. Okay, the terrain's not working again. I don't know why. But the trees, it's not. They're working again. Okay, that's a bit weird. Yeah, now we're getting that error. If we look at the air, just don't look at the air. Okay, so let's see. Not gonna work. No. Okay, let's actually take a look at e.y. Sorry, not e.position. I just keep confusing. Yeah. So e.y, not e.position.y. Uh. Okay. Okay, the terrain is not working. The zombie should be. No. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. I think that trees is the thing that really should work, which it does. Now, why is this actually cool? Because let me demonstrate a little bit. So if I go and walk up to a tree right now, like this tree, you don't want to really be able to just destroy it fully. As you can see, it's like you're destroying it block by block until it eventually just goes away. Yeah, so this is why it's a bit cool, but the problem is that you can't do it with the terrain. That is a little bit weird. I'll try and fix that later on, because I think I fixed it earlier on with my previous code, but not with this one. Now, another problem I'm seeing is that there's a lot of trees generating. You can basically just change that by going to the update function, expanding the range to something like 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, and 8,000. On the program again. As you can see, we have really far away trees, but they can actually get closer. So if you just wait a little bit in the world, they will eventually get closer. Okay, good. So let's actually demonstrate something. So as you can see, if I build a block right there, what happens is that the block actually goes down, which we definitely don't want. But for now, because we're doing some testing stuff, we might just leave that for now. So yeah, that's a bug that we definitely need to fix. Now, we really can't break the leaves. I don't know why it counts it as a non-type object. Maybe because it doesn't have a collider. I don't know. But Yeah, so there we go. That is done. Destroying blocks. That is done. Now, not really destroying, but that's, I guess, done. And we have destroying trees. This is done. And now we just have this, destroying the terrain. Now we should be able to make it to work with the same way, but I think I just need to do it in a way so that it isn't stored in a list, because a list is not counted as an entity. So that, I guess, makes sense. So let's quickly go over customizing our mob. How can we really do that? Well, it's actually easier than you think. We could add it. So let's do a simple program that makes it so that if we hit the mob, he, I guess, turns red. Or no, sorry, we can't actually do this because the problem is that we have got, when we, I guess, click on the mob, it just collapses, or I guess goes down. But that's if we give it a collider, which we didn't do yet. So that's a good thing. Let's go ahead and do that. So what we want to do is we want to take that, or sorry, only that, copy that down and paste. And then over here, we're going to say, and uh, cursor dot position equals to the entity's position, or the zombie one position. I think that's the name, right? Yeah, zombie one. There you go. I think that's right. Or should we type player.cursor? We'll see that later on. But let's first just turn him red. So, uh, zombie one dot color equals color dot red. Now you can't even do that. Uh, I said you can in case you've. Okay, let's see. Okay, so cursor is not defined. I think it was player dot cursor. Player dot cursor dot position. Is that right? Let's see. I think it is. Yeah. But the problem is that it's not destroying it. um, Probably because it doesn't have a collider, I guess. But the problem is that we give it a collider, it just doesn't work. So what I want to do is I want to remove that destroying block thing for a moment, so that I can show you how to customize your mob. uh, Collider equals, make sure to set it to a mesh. Set it to a block, or sorry, a box, then it's gonna detect just a box like thing inside him. Let's go ahead and try that again. Okay. uh, okay, it doesn't seem to work. Okay, it really doesn't seem to work. But first of all, let's test if the collider is working. So let's go ahead and just undo collider. Let's see if it's working. It is working. Okay, as you can see, I can't walk into the mob. I try to, I can't. Okay, good. So now let's try and get him so that he is not in a block. That's a bit hard because the seeds are so randomized. Oh no. Okay, maybe you just can't get it. Yeah, okay. So then what we'll do, wait a minute, let's see, have I got it still here? Yes, it's not here anymore. Which is a bit of a shame. But let's go ahead. I'm just gonna take a moment to see what we could do. Yeah, okay, so It really doesn't seem to be working. I tried a little bit more and it's not working. So, what I've decided is that maybe what we could do is we could forget about that. We could do it later. It's a bit more advanced. And what we could do is just look at some basic customization for the zombie. So let's go ahead and do that because we not really have much time left anyways. So as you saw, you could actually change the color of the zombie. It won't change the texture itself, it would just change the color of the texture. So let's go and see that. So color equals color dot red. As you can see, got that terrifying red zombie, just like you can see sometimes in mods. And as you can see, that's the bug or issue that I was talking about, where you can just lower mobs. Yeah, that's something that we definitely need to fix. But yeah, so you can change the color. What you can also do is you can make him play a sound using a module that I have right there called from play sound import play sound. So I'm just gonna copy that module and paste that right there. First you have to download it. So just I don't know if it needs downloading or not. If it does, just say pip install play sound. That's it. Next, what you want to do is all you have to do to actually play a sound is I think just the function play sound, which we're gonna look at later. Well, just keep in mind that it can actually play sounds. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.